We're all dependent on someone or something, but what happens when you go over a limit? Greetings, I'm Amanda, the sole creator of Balance, the BLNCE project.
To raise awareness, the topic for balance is extreme emotional dependency. But first, let me brief you on what this issue is. Typically, the dependents, aka the ones that depend on someone else, are people who have low self-esteem, low self-confidence, see little to no worth in themselves, and are people pleasers. So they tend to have an extreme emotional dependency, throwing their emotional luggage and hoping that the dependee, the one that gets depended on, would help the dependent to raise their self-worth and solve their problems for them. Now, why did I specifically choose this topic? In recent years, I noticed and experienced how people are starting to be more open-minded toward mental health issues. I was inspired and wanted to help raise awareness of mental health issues that go unnoticed. Thus, the chosen topic is extreme emotional dependency. As evidence, my community had limited knowledge regarding this issue. And in my opinion, because it's still sadly considered taboo to bring up anything related to mental health, the information regarding extreme emotional dependency isn't widely known. Additionally, I also noticed that exposure to extreme emotional dependency is very lacking. Of course, I have no intention of downsizing any mental health issues, but we usually see exposure to topics like depression and anxiety, but rarely do we see exposure to topics like extreme emotional dependency. So, in hopes of raising awareness on this topic, I made a website that includes pages, for example, signs and symptoms, ways to overcome, helplines, and a timeout zone. During this 2 to 3 months project, I gained a lot of knowledge and skills. But before I actually started on it, I was a total beginner in coding as I only knew some CSS and HTML. And I overcame this shortcoming by searching tutorials and solutions on platforms like YouTube, W3 School, and Stack Overflow. They were a huge help in solving my problems like how to animate this paper plane using JavaScript and the open and close menu bar button that works on mobile and tablet. Furthermore, through the help of YouTube, I was able to include Google Translate on my website. Here's a live testing of it. However, please note that the translations may not be fully accurate. Another challenge I faced as a beginner in web design was that I didn't know how to design my website in a way that's not boring to attract users. I wasn't sure how to structure my website, what colors I should use, and how big the font size should be. I did what I could only do without any external help, which is researching. I visited websites to see how they were designed and structured. I then compared them to the other websites while slowly picturing what I wanted my website to look like. Admittedly, researching and learning how to code the website took most of my time. In the end, I used 3 coding languages, which are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to complete my project. Considering how much I improved, I'm proud of the final product. But of course, if I did have more time, I would add more content regarding extreme emotional dependency. For example, how this issue affects specific relationships like marriage and friendships, and not just in a general view.
To conclude everything, I hope that through my efforts in making this website, mine and other communities will be more aware and acknowledge the existence of extreme emotional dependency. Should you wish to know more about this issue or my website, feel free to visit the TheBLNCEproject.netlify.app. Thank you and have a great day.